We're starting to see Asia recover. Obviously, it has lagged behind the US, Europe. We saw the recovery there last year, particularly the domestic markets. The narrow body orders were alive and well with nearly 750 narrow bodies ordered. So we're starting to see that in Asia. The freight market has been leading. We saw orders out of China Airlines for 777s last week. And I expect you'll see some orders in the Asia Pacific Rim this year as we move forward. Narrow body probably first, then into our wide body product line.
So in terms of when you envisage you can get back to those 2018 levels, how long do you think it's going to take?
I think it'll take a little time. You know, we've always thought it's a kind of a two-speed recovery, domestic markets first, and then the international market sectors. I think that carries us into the 2024 timeframe. But we have seen robust recovery in domestic markets when travel opens up. The U.S., it was a great example this summer where we saw robust travel, nearly pushing 2019 levels in the domestic market. I think when you talk to customers in Europe and the U.S., they're expecting to see more traffic across the North Atlantic. That's going to be the big story. And then we hope the travel policy rationalizes across the globe and you see international markets recover.
Because that's what makes it tricky as well, particularly here in Asia. Singapore obviously is a bastion in terms of how to get it right, but there are a number of different jurisdictions that are doing different things. So does it make it tricky, even when you look at what China's doing right now? You understand why zero COVID, but does it make it tricky in terms of trying to get your deliveries or get your orders rather moving forward?
Yeah, it does. You know, airlines need to see opportunity in terms of travel regaining its momentum. That is paced by COVID, it's paced by policy, vaccinations, and then policy. We've been doing a lot of work. You may remember the Confident Travel Initiative about the safety inside a cabin. And we've been doing a lot of advocacy of what policy makes sense for travel as countries set that policy. Clearly, vaccinations make a lot of sense, PCRs make a lot of sense. Quarantines provide a bit of friction into that system. We hope the quarantine gets relieved and that ushers in travel resurgence in every country.
So putting aside your own deliveries and your own orders, obviously this is why we're here, but in terms of when you think we're going to see a new normal for aviation in general, as to 2019 levels, just travel, that whole industry, where do you think we're sitting in terms of?
Yeah, hard to pinpoint the exact time. I think the ingredients though are, you know, as a humankind, we do have to normalize around this virus, that it is going to be part of our reality moving forward. You're starting to see that, like the policy set in the UK, try to accept and know that we have tools designed to defend against this virus, i.e. vaccines, protocols, moving forward. But again, I think it's going to be a few more years down the road before we have that full recovery.